Good morning, and thank you very much for inviting me here and permitting me to speak English. My apologies for that. I wanted to talk very briefly about the role that digital and digital payments play in the great challenge. I think there's been more change in payments in the last 5 years than there has been in the last 50. And Europe and Italy have been at the forefront of that change. You think back a few years ago, we didn't have contactless. Now it's 91%. Only a very few years ago, we didn't have authentication. It's 30+% of transactions. And perhaps most excitingly, we really didn't, even before the pandemic, use tokenization. And now it's nearly 50% of what we do. So many of us leave the house only with a mobile at this point. And in Europe, the number of innovative players that are emerging is just legion. I've lost count of the number of domestic wallets. I think last count 70, 550 open banking players, many different domestic schemes. It's a hotbed of innovation. And Italy, I know, has been at the forefront of that, just like it was the forefront of the invention of banking. And I think digital payments plays a really important role in economic growth. Most obviously, when you buy and sell across borders with people you've never met with absolute security, that enables all businesses to participate and sell and export and grow. For small businesses particularly, digital payments plays a vital role. Arguably, it levels the playing field with big businesses. It allows them to reach more customers, a bigger market. And I think digital payments plays a vital role in inclusion. So many of those in our society need to move into the banking system, need to move into the digital world. And digital can play a vital role in that. Remittances, for an example, can be so much better improved by digital rather than physical. And perhaps the greatest promise in innovation from digital is this ability to finally, after centuries, treat individuals as individuals. It's strange in a way, since the origin of banking, we had an asset side of the balance sheet and a liability. And so from the very beginning, you cut a consumer in half. They were a debit or they were a credit. But with digital, what this is enabling is to bring all of this together, one individual, one credential, multiple sources of funds. And as excitingly, to embed that identity and to embed that credential in everything we do. I always say nobody wakes up in the morning with shouts of enthusiasm that they're going to make a payment. Usually not. What they're going to do is take a bus, plan for their retirement, take out a mortgage, take a holiday. And what digital is doing is enabling all of that to be embedded in one credential, one experience. But with that excitement around innovation, we also have to be eyes wide open and stand up against fraud and to maintain availability and resilience. Because digital poses real threats there. For example, fraud growth is 10 times the rate of European economic growth. So investing collectively to stand up to fraud, as we have done on cards and as it is going down across Europe, is going to be vitally important. And in this fast-changing world, we recognize, I think, as private companies, the responsibilities to engage so much with the public sector, to unlock the promise of digital and digital payments and protect. And I think if you look across Italy, we're making such great progress there. 39 of Italian cities are actually enabled for transit, open-loop payments. We're working very closely with PagoPA around educational opportunities. We're excited about the launch of the digital private credential that you announced early this week, that vision for a single individual, a single identity, engagement with government. And so I'll leave you with the thought of the most important thing, that in this world of change, in this great challenge, the most important thing is to engage, for us to propose, to participate, and do everything we can to serve the citizens of Europe and the world. I'm really grateful for the time this morning. I appreciate you listening, and thank you very much.